company, they're going to try and get him. Then you could have all these things where he's ducking away. But as it is, this beneath, then I get a weird pan across some buildings to beneath again to this. It's like that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Right.
We've also got the hard night and day kind of flip where all of a sudden it is just midnight.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I had no sense of that passage of time. And it was abrupt. And this actually could have been this particular moment could have been saved in editing. Mm-hmm. Relatively easy. Yeah, it was, and I'll be honest, because Roddy is walking a little ape-like, I didn't 100% know that it was Roddy or Caesar. I kept wondering if it was a trick.
Yeah. Oh, they're trying to fool you, and it's actually a different ape, and they catch him, and then you see Roddy over in the corner crying in fear because an ape has been kidnapped.
Something along those lines. Now, I don't know if you know this, but in the script they had an entire another scene before this.
And what was that?
Culp shoots an alarm to look at Hoskins. Doesn't issue the order. And then we see Caesar hurriedly passes the human washrooms and enters his own. Interior ape washroom. A grunting session between orangutans and gorillas is in progress. Caesar silences them with an urgent gesture, then hunkers down in the group's center beside a patch of sawdust on the stone floor, then rapidly draws a sketch map in the sawdust. He's giving his troops an order of the day. He rises, points at the sketch, indicating with a grunt the order that the others should study it. They grunt affirmatively, bend forward, look at the sketch. Caesar turns and hurries out. Caesar comes outside, starts away, then sees a policeman on routine patrol.
Okay, I have to say, when I heard you say Caesar went into the ape bathrooms and sees the orangutan having a grunting session, this is not exactly what I thought that was going to be.
Well, monkey poop.
As I'm watching this, all I keep thinking is, why do I even have the shots of him beneath whatever he's looking up? Because as I'm
just
trying
cut to him out in the courtyard running.
Because while I'm trying to visually understand what story they're telling me.
Because at this point, Caesar is hiding from people, but he doesn't know there's an order to round up unaccompanied apes. So to him, he shouldn't. It's the ticking bomb under the table that Orson Welles always talked about, or
Hitchcock
talks about. And so we, the audience, know that he's in trouble if he gets caught. He shouldn't know that he's going to be in trouble if he gets caught.
Right. The idea of witnessing another ape being hauled off for being unaccompanied
would give him justification for hiding.
Right. The script does have this idea of an officer seeing him and chasing him, and a second officer joining, and a third officer joining in terms of this. And if you kind of count it out, there's 3 different officers running around in this moment. But I feel like it's shot really, really well, but I'm not sure it's storyboarded because I can't tell where people are coming from or where they're going. Like, it's just a shot down the stairs and a shot down a hallway and a run down a hallway and a run down some stairs. And
tell me this, Richard. You've done a lot of CrossFit running with stuff in your hands. Can you judge that guard's form as he's running with that guard? I mean, that doesn't look very. He's got poor form running.
He's not running effectively. No.
So we also have a weird thing that, and I hate to harp on the shot underneath that goes to the shot of panning across the building to back underneath. That very shot that when it pans across the buildings is obviously a handheld shot because of the bumpy nature of it, which implies that we're getting somebody's vision according to this film. Anything that's been handheld has been more somebody's perspective. That could have been Caesar's looking out there. We go back to that same vantage point. Yeah. Again, and it's like, okay, now they're mixing all this together. Then we get the chasing scenes, and that's exciting. It's good stuff, and they're gorgeous shots. Even though you want to talk about some seriously unmotivated lighting from across that bridge, of course, but we aren't seeing. It could be a plaza gathering point that has a big light on it, but it does make it look ominous and very cool as they run across that.
Yeah, no, the lighting and the shots are really, really interesting. I just don't know exactly how this chase scene is unfolding.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, all right, so we get, when the guard sees Caesar, it's over Caesar's shoulder, it's a shadow, he kind of moves out of the shadow, and the guard starts chasing him. And it looks like they're maybe 30, 40 feet apart at the most. And so then we get the guard. We don't ever see Caesar running across the plaza again that I can tell, but we see the guard running across that plaza that they cut to earlier that I don't understand where it's supposed to be in relation to everything else.
Yeah.
But then you cut to Caesar, what looks like 3/4 of the way across the bridge, which has got to be from where the camera is, at least 100 feet, maybe 150 feet, and there is no guard in the shot at all. So to me, this says Caesar all of a sudden can turn it on and book because he has moved like 3 or 4 times the distance that he was earlier, and the guard is nowhere near him.
Yeah.
Even when we cut to the shot of the guard and you can see the bridge, you don't see Caesar anywhere on the bridge.
True.
So Caesar's already on the other side of the bridge. So Caesar can move if he wants.
And
so one guard, Caesar runs across. The guard runs across the plaza, but Caesar disappeared. Caesar's now running across the bridge. Guard is now running, I guess, towards that same bridge, but we're now behind the guard as opposed to in front of them. That didn't make any sense, and it pushes up on the bridge. This feels like
that they went out without a shot list at all and just sort of said, let's run here, if you do that. And there may be other shots that didn't work, or there may have been something wrong with them, but it does kind of feel disjointed.
I mean, can you imagine the editor trying to piece this together to make it make sense?
No.
We're going to run here. We're going to run here. We're going to run here. Now, this minute is going to end, before we get to the rest of the running scenes. So it's kind of hard to talk about this entire moment.
Right.
Because there's a little bit more that happens, but it's still the same type of choreography.
Well, I know how to get us to be able to talk about it. That's it for today, and we'll go to sleep, and we'll be back tomorrow with another minute. How about that?
Oh, I'm going to dream about running tonight and see if I can figure out how it works.
Well, with a gun in your hand, you got to.
Richard, you go dream about running. Sean, you play with your Deadpool head, which again still sounds dirty saying it again. And we'll be back tomorrow. So for Rich and Sean, I'm Todd. Everyone have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
The minute of the Apes.